We're going to be destroying air defenses on Steer 8 and Steer 7, Pusan headquarters, and the Pusan power plant. There's a SA-6 at Steer 7. There's a SA-10 at Steer 8. The SA-10 at Steer 8 we have positive intelligence on, and we have a position of the flap lid. Steer 7, SA-6 unknown. Also, north of Steer 8 on Taton is SHORADs. We'll go over the other threats, and then we'll continue. So there's going to be a RAS in effect north of Steer 5, vicinity of Mason. It's marked with steer point lines. There's a heavy AAA and moving mud and SHORADs in that town. And that leads to the west along the road there, where we have troops in contact. Also note there's 3 surface flotillas of OSAs leading on the ingress. Kimhae itself was knocked out in the last operation. We still have to the east Pusan, roughly 20 miles east of Kimhae, so that's northeast of Steer 7 by 20 miles. There is the Pusan is over there, and operating out of Pusan is a large complement of enemy fighters. You got 18 MiG-31s, 12 MiG-27s, 14 Su-27s, and 12 Su-39s as well. Some air defenses further northeast along the coast, including a SA-10 defending Tokchon nuclear plant, but should not be a factor for this mission. All right, those are all the threats. We'll go over the game plan. So we're gonna put, so the DEAD will get airborne first. 1 minute behind the DEAD will be the escort Hawkeye 1. We're gonna push at medium altitude. So first of all, who's leading Hawkeye 1? I don't see anyone in there.
Me. I got booted out of the server. I'm coming back in.
Okay. So we're gonna proceed at medium altitude to Steer 3, which is the holding point. Steer 3 will go nap of the Earth. At least the DEAD will. We'll proceed nap of the Earth over Parrot, which is the named point in Steer 5. Then we'll commence a series of pop-up attacks onto the air defenses using IP1, IP2, and IP3 as marked. There's and we'll be using either CBU 105s, JDAMs, or mavericks. I currently have it in a hunter killer configuration. The leads have 2 mavs, 2 CBU 105s, and the wings have harms. So the way we'll engage, the method of engagement for these for this pop-up attack is at Steer 5-ish. Yeah, that looks about right. Let me check the ruler. Yes. Yeah, at about Steer 5, the wings will pop up. Number 2 will fire a harm EOM at Steer 8, targeting the SA-10. And number 4 will fire harm at Steer 7, targeting the SA-6. We'll continue to push in low altitude. You guys will slice back down. We'll continue to push in low altitude. And then I'll attack. We'll do we'll attack the SA-10 first. We'll do a multi-axis attack. I'll attack from IP1 or east of IP1, and 3 will attack from IP2 or IP3. We'll do MAV pop-up attack onto the flap lid at Steer 8. Once we've knocked out the flap lid, then we'll use the CBU 105s on the site, and or use the MAVs on. We'll try to find the straight flush around Steer 7 and knock that thing out with a MAV as well. For the second attack onto Steer 7, we'll have another round of harms. Another round of harms in EOM followed by another pop-up attack using Mavs. Come off left from IP2 and mask behind the terrain at IP2. There's a large prominent ridge there that you can hide behind. Also, IP3 is also concealed. There's a small ridge leading up from the water there that actually masks you from the Steer 7 area. So to rehash, we're gonna pass Parrot. We'll split into 2 elements. We'll do a multi-axis attack. Well, actually, at Parrot, we'll release the harms in EOM. That'll be the first suppression wave. And then I will do a pop-up with Mavs onto the flap lid from IP1. Force will do a pop-up with Mavs from IP2 or IP3 onto the same target. We're just attacking the flap lid from 2 different directions. Once we have confirmed Shack on the flap lid, we'll retrograde west. We'll re-attack the straight flush from IP2, preceded by 1 more harm shot in EOM. Once both radars are down, we'll just use CBU 105 lofts on targets, on launchers, telars, and search radars. Vicinity of Steer 8 and Steer 7 will loft from IP1, IP2, and IP3 until we're at the end of vol, and then we'll RTB. During that entire time, the escort's going to be, you're probably going to be unable to fly at altitude until we knock out that SA-10. So you'll probably be nap of the earth with us, sort of right behind us, covering us as we're flown in. When the SA-10's knocked out, you guys can go to altitude and anchor around Steer 5. Do note that there will be bandit vectors from the southeast coming out of the carrier task force, which is at the end of that long picket line of OSAs. And you'll have bandit vectors coming from the east out of Pusan, which will probably never end scrambling. And that will probably determine our the end of our vulnerability period. That's the general plan. When we're at the end of vol, we'll just start RTBing west. We'll rejoin at Parrot, and then we'll go up to altitude, and we'll egress out at medium altitude. Engagement rules. WVR is required for all AMRAAM shots, or a capture on the pod, one or the other. So you have to get you have to declare them if you're trying to do BVR and then get a capture, or you have to get a tally and fire off of a tally.
So I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you want like so we're going like pre-briefed to the EOM, right? And we're like 2's pre-briefed on the north, and I'm like pre-briefed on the south, right? That's your plan?
That's a Parrot. Yep. And then we're
Okay.
gonna split into 2 different elements. I'm gonna go to IP1. Force is gonna go to IP3 or IP2 rather. We're gonna do a pop-up again. At that point, you guys are gonna fire another set of harms onto 8 and 7 and 8 respectively.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna knock out the target with Mavs. You guys have any questions on the plan?
So you want the escort to follow you past Steer 5, like all the way to the target?
No. You can hang out somewhere between Steer 5 and Steer 6 when we actually start attacking.
Okay.
Yeah, 3's got a recommendation. I would probably prefer to brief as a primary plan if we were able to take out the flaplet and straight flush, that we immediately go to medium altitude, i.e. above 10,000.
There's an
drop the 105s.
There's an SA-10 at what do you call it? Northeast at Tokchan nuclear plant.
Yep.
So we're
Where's that
gonna be
location? Should probably have a ring there if it's
North-
a factor.
North.
yeah, stand by.
Bullseye.
Yeah, on the current
Yeah, on the-
bullseye, it's over there.
Okay.
So we're not going to be able to do medium altitude. We can, well, we might be able to pop up to medium altitude.
Yeah, it's like
But
right
we'll
at
have
the
to-
edge of the range, so.
We might be able to pop up to medium altitude, but we'll have to post hull right after final.
So yeah, basically what I would envision is like the MAV attacks, like the pop-up MAVs, and then depending on our BDA, which is probably be hard to determine anyway, and then we can really find and fix the CVUs because the look angle will be pretty difficult to find them at low altitude. Obviously, that's secondary plan, but I think maybe a primary plan, if we can get up above 10, we might be able to do a better job finding those targets. But it's your call.
You can. We were here a couple hours ago, and you had a good line of sight onto the flap lid at Steer 8. From both the IPs, you could see it very clearly, especially from IP2, had a very good line of sight onto the flap lid. We weren't really looking for the SA-6 because we didn't know it was there. I have no idea where it is. There's a large structure in the way, so if I look at that thing from, let's pull the ruler out. I think we're gonna need to pop up to medium once we to attack the straight flush, because I think otherwise the power plant will be obstructing the target. Yeah, so it's about, so the heading, the bearing from the IP is about 066. So if you recon that target and you look at the power plant, will be, yeah, I think that if unless the SAM is probably going to be obscured by the target. So I think let's focus on a low altitude pop-up for the flaplet. Once the flaplet is dead, then we'll do medium altitude pop from IP2 onto the straight flush. And again, preceded by harms.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say we got the SA-10 active right as we hit the alternate field. Do you still want us just to hold our arms, or should we engage?
No, we're gonna do a pop up from Parrot. We're gonna fire at Parrot. It's gonna be the first seed. Are you tracking that, Slaughter?
8 firm.
Hawkeye, let's mark the carrier.
Where is it? I don't even see it.
Bullseye. I have a question.
I'll be back in
What does
10
vol mean?
seconds.
Vulnerability, period. It basically means you're at the, you don't have any fuel left, you don't have any weapons left, or you're unable to proceed. So actually, I think better position, because I think IP3 is too close, is maybe east of IP1. There's a pretty good terrain masking there. I just found. Looking at the terrain. Yeah, there's another prominent hill just west of that bridge. I'm gonna move IP3. Stand by. Okay, on that bullseye, that's gonna be IP3. Actually, a little bit west of that.
The mountaintop.
Right before the mountaintop. Hold on, let me recon it again and make sure that's actually what I was looking at. Yeah. So let me move the bullseye again. Right here. Make that IP3. There's some decent terrain there. And then you can come off right from that. All right. Any other questions?
Fumes.
Keeping our eye on it.
Yeah. One is
Campbell, Hawkeye,
nails
Tier
30, 31 left 9 o'clock. Flow 200.
Pushing Victor 17.
Kicking the burner. Gamble defending nails 31 080. Check right to 260.
2.
We need to switch uniform channels.
Say again?
Do you hear that Falcon transmitting on your uniform?
Negative.
Well, an AI is constantly transmitting on uniform 6 and we have no data link anymore.
Alright, you want to switch to 7?
Yeah, let's try going to 7.
Guys, push uniform 7. Check left back to steer 3.
Gamble, Hawkeye, we're engaged defensive. Recommend stay away from our area.
Gamble.
Port 3, I'm in Shiro, about a mile.
Got it.
2 nails, 27, 11 o'clock.
Check right, retrograde 200.
Alright, 3 is contact bandit 27031, angles 22, notch left.
Check right, retrograde 200.
That's confirmed, that's your 27.
Chalice 1, Hawkeye 1-1, group bullseye 2, 7, 5, 3, 1, 19,000. Declare.
You're not going to be able to declare anyone on this net. You have to declare on 6, and the 6 is being jammed.
Chalice 1, Hawkeye
That wasn't me.
1-1, group bullseye 2, 8, 5, 3, 7, 20,000. Declare.
Okay, 3, confirm you're on uniform 7.
Confirm.
I don't have your data anymore. I disregard
Gamble,
contact.
Hawkeye, pushing uniform 8.
Okay, push uniform 8.
2 uniform.
Why are we on uniform 8? Okay, I'm in. 1's in, bearing 120.
Data's down.
Stand by. Switch back to 7. Push uniform 7 again. Come right to 200. Let's push on to 6. Are you guys on 6?
Yeah, we're on 6. We're having like a ridiculous comm error issue. The AI keeps going
Again,
go defensive over
Current
and over.
2 times 4 shift, 238043, hot on us, negative IFS. Range is about 30.
Sorry, Victor 17.
Give the bullseye again. Check left steer 3. Alright, boys, let's go nap of the earth. Idle throttle, nose down 15 degrees.
Hawkeye 1-1, Hawkeye 1-3, I'm
Yes,
on
Scott.
sector 17.
Chalice 1, Hawkeye 1-1, group bullseye 25043 16,000. Declare.
Altitude.
Hawkeye
Altitude.
1-1, Chalice 1, contact is friendly.
Gamble's pushing from the whole point.
Confirm music off.
Music off.
3.
6 to 7 times strobe to the right of the bullseye.
Yeah, clear comms with that stuff.
No, I'm just saying negative IFS.
Hawkeye 1-1, Hawkeye 1-3.
It's right over the target.
Reference tier 3.
Hawkeye
Still idle
1-1,
throttle.
Hawkeye 1-3.
Going back to mill
try
power.
Victor 123.4.
Chalice 1, Hawkeye 1-1, group
Reference tier
bullseye
4.
24019 10,000. Declare. Hawkeye 1-1, Chalice 1, contact is friendly.
Are you guys hearing me?
Yeah, I'm just not acknowledging because you shouldn't have to. I'm with you.
Gamble,
Trying to keep the comms
do you
down.
want us to push NOE out ahead of your time now, or do you want us to wait?
As fragged.
Copy.
Okay, I'm Nails 27 node.
3 same.
2 no job.
A-firm, furball to our north, to our front. Friendlies intermixed with hostiles.
Same.
Getting about 6 contacts that are negative IFS.
1 about to fall in front of you.
Say again?
I'm about to push too far in front of you.
To your right, 4 o'clock level. Right, 4 o'clock, call visual.
Chaff. Flare.
Chalice 1, Hawkeye 1-1, group bullseye 2551050.
Hey,
Declare. Hawkeye 1-1, Chalice 1, contact confirmed hostile.
Go ahead, 1.
Stand by. Sorting. Okay, 3, this is your target.
Gamble, Hawkeye, 227's in front of you, 6,000 feet.
3's good data.
20 miles.
Committing. 6,000 left-hand turn. 3, you have a shot on him?
Stand by.
Okay, I'm bandit switch, I'm engaging him.
Got him locked.
Alright, fire.
3, Fox 3 medium.
Okay, I'm retrograding. Checking right into you. Checking right hard into you. Passing under. Visual. Retrograde on Seichon.
1, Hawkeye 1-1, 3, Pitbull 250
Get it.
18,000.
Gamble's off towards Seichon.
Alright, 4, go just closer. Trails on me. It's gonna be kind of a lot of maneuvering here.
4.
3's blind on 1. I'm pushing target.
Continue blind, retrograde to steer 3.
Understand back to steer 3 for 3.
don't have you on data for some reason.
4 confirmed visual.
4 is in close trail visual.
Awesome. Good job.
3. Say you're positive from steer 3.
Alright, dude, I'm 6 miles after 5 o'clock. I'm radar SA.
Roger. I'm left and in from the west.
Yeah, 4, just maintain close trails or my combat wedge the entire time. Friendly's off the nose, 5 miles, right to left.
I'm visual.
Gamble's in from the west.
Dallas, 1, Hawkeye, 1, 1.
Affirm Gamble.
Bullseye, 1, 2, 0, 1,
1-2's got harness locked on SA-10, ready to fire.
Hawkeye, 1, 1, Chalice, 1, contact is friendly.
Yeah, we're not firing until we're on Parrot, as briefed.
Affirm.
Okay, reference. Reference steer 5. Okay, got a Suits 27 at 5,000, Bulls 329 for 17, 4,000.
6, 4,000. Declare.
4 eyes out for man pad.
1, contact confirmed hostile. ID 233.
Okay, commit. Gambles commit 326 for 18, 3,000 hot.
Copy, Gamble.
Three's got outlaw contact, 323, Angels 19, Angels 2, hot.
Yeah, that's the guy I just called I'm committing on. Okay, Gamble's off dry.
Copy, Gamble.
Okay, I'm referencing steer 5. Okay, tally Osis 120. Stay left of the Os.
Three's tally, three's off the mud, AAA radar east.
Same. Let's bring it down.
Four fence and air to ground.
Okay, as briefed.
4, you see the ships operate?
Affirm. 4, I just want you looking out for AAA and man pads. I'll do the air-to-air stuff.
Understood, looking. Gamble, Hawkeye, we're handling the northern bandits.
Okay, 3, action as briefed.
Great.
I'm referencing IP1.
Chalice, 1, Hawkeye, 1,
Passing Parrot.
Bullseye, 330,
1,
18.
Gamble is Spike 27, 330.
Hawkeye, 1, 1.
Jumps in air to ground.
Two sniper,
Doing that bandit right now.
2 sniper 10, steer 15.
2.
Chalice, 1, Hawkeye, 1, 1. Group, Bullseye.
4, hold off on your shot for another 30 seconds.
Magnum, 7,000. Declare.
4.
Hawkeye.
2,
1,
Magnum
1,
SA-10.
Chalice, 1, contact is friendly. Chalice, 1, Hawkeye, 1, 1.
Spike 27,
Bullseye, 3, 2, 5,
Reset.
2, 2, 7,
Pass the pair, I'm going to confirm Magnum.
Hawkeye, 1, 1, Chalice, 1, Pure
4, Magnum, your first sniper, your target.
Magnum!
4 sniped.
Mayday,
Magnum.
Mayday, airman down, Bullseye, 3, 1, 5, 1, 9.
3 status IP.
Mayday, Mayday, airman down, Bullseye, 3, 1, 5, 1,
3's a minute, 30 out from the target.
Understood.
3, 4 ships, right.
3's tally, thank you.
2 sniper 10 golf, steer 15 again.
2 confirm.
Magnum!
2, Magnum SA-10.
Okay, 1's in the pop.
Chalice 1, Hawkeye 1-1, group bullseye 3, 2, 5.
Okay, one's capture.
Declare. Hawkeye 1-1, Chalice 1, contact is friendly. Rifle.
Rifle, defending Mud AAA.
Chaff, flare.
Gamble, Hawkeye, number 3's down.
Chaff, flare.
One's flowing out to Parrot.
3-4 ships right close.
Three's up and in from the southwest.
Understood. Supporting. Looking for launches.
Okay, one's in to IP2.
Three's off dry. No joy on the flaplet.
Understood. I made a shack. Did I see a shack? Okay, one's referencing IP2. I'm going for a reattack.
Three's gonna reattack as well.
IP inbound.
Three's going bore mode.
One's in the pop, IP inbound. Popping.
Three's up and in from the southeast.
Recommend you come left from Order 3. Ships.
3.
Rifle.
Rifle on launchers to the left. To the west, to the west.
Chaff, flare.
Off to the left.
Chaff, flare. Chaff, flare.
Rifle.
Three's rifle. Radar. Off west. And 3 Ox recommend we go to medium altitude tactics for 105.
Yep. Let's flow towards Parrot, and then we'll go to medium from Parrot.
Great. 4, do not proceed any further east from IP2.
4.
Hawkeye, gamble status.
You want me to climb up with you or stay low?
Abram, climb up above 10 at time.
Understood. Shack steer 15.
Abram.
Climbing. Roger, steer 15.
Okay, let's climb. Climb in the burn. Let's head out to the ocean. Let's head out south to deconflict with this AAA.
1-3 Ox, the ships don't seem to be firing. We should respect them, but seems pretty safe over the water.
Understood. I'm flowing 190 to deconflict from the RAS.
4, Benson air to air, hold IP2 east-west. Scan for air to air and look for man pads, AAA.
Abram, Spike 31-6.
Chalice 1,
3.
Hawkeye 1-1, group bullseye 0,
3 seconds contact.
5, 2,
Gamble, Hawkeye,
2,
MiG-31's coming in from the northwest. Faded. Could be low.
Say intentions.
Going to engage.
Okay, let's try to find that straight flush, guys.
1, Hawkeye 1-1, group bullseye 0, 5,
Reference tier 7,
2,
let's start looking for that straight flush.
15,000.
3 Ox, I think I engaged the stray flush. It was definitely a radar, and it looked like a fire control radar.
ID to SU-25.
Understood.
3's capture a bunch of launchers on 105 from the southwest.
Get in range of you.
Bandits, 18,000, bracketing. 055038, about 20 miles to our front.
1-1, group, bullseye, 0-2-0,
18,000.
4-0, 26,000.
Great.
Declare.
Negative, they're now cold.
Hawkeye, 1-1, Chalice. CBU's away. Hostile. ID to MiG-31.
Are you attacking the ones on the west side for us in the open?
Negative, southwest of the power plant. There's like a big clump of launchers.
Yeah, eyes on to the southwest. Confirm.
Affirm. I got 105 in on it now. Watch it for BDA.
Understood. I'm engaging a group to the southeast of the power lines.
3.
A mud AAA continuing.
Splash.
One's in hot.
Chalice, 1,
BDA, 5 kills on that.
bullseye, 0-4-0.
Oh yeah, everything's dead.
18,000.
I'm in hot on the group to the southeast.
Gamble, 1-2, Chalice. 1, contact confirmed, hostile.
Bomb away.
CBU's away.
Off to the southeast.
3's in southeast. Or southwest, rather.
Defending mud AAA.
Great.
Altitude. Altitude.
Flowing 180, defending mud AAA. Three, say weapons.
1 by 105 remaining standby.
Chalice, 1, Hawkeye, 1-1.
Shack.
Sector to threat. Hawkeye, 1, Chalice, 1, nearest threat, bullseye, 0-0-5-4-5, 20,000. Go. CBU's away.
3 1 by 105. Off south.
What are you engaging?
1 by SA-6 launcher. And 3 is...
You Winchester?
Nope, there's another term for it, and I'm blanking. But I'm Winchester, basically, for you. I'm off west.
Understood. I'm in from the south. Four weapons.
Best area.
4 weapons.
1 time Magnum.
1-1, group, bullseye.
Slapshot 10 Golf 020.
3, 18,000. Declare.
Affirm, I'll look for it.
1-1, Chalice. 1, contact confirmed, hostile. ID to SU-25.
Okay.
Negative mud 10 on the Has.
Okay, one's in hot. From the southwest. Kellar and a BMP northwest of the target. 500 meters.
2 bogey 059 for 30 miles. Looks hot.
Okay, 4, or rather 3 is contact bandit. 0.929 equals 18, no, negative IFL.
CBU's away.
CBU away, let's flow out to the ocean and we're Miller time.
3.
3, 4, you visual me.
Yeah, I'm visual.
Okay, flow 200. Gamble's flow 200.
3 and Bandit is no factor. He's a slow mover.
Hey, we're Hawkeye, Gamble, attack complete at time. We're flowing west.
Affirm, Gamble.
Chalice, 1, Gamble, 1, 2. Bullseye, 1, 3, 5, 4, 0, 6,000. Declare. Gamble, 1, 2, Chalice, 1, contact confirmed hostile. ID is MIA.
Shack my target. Three, say you're positive from steer 5.
Stand by 1.
Disregard, steer 4. Give me your positive from steer 4.
Okay, 3 is 27 to the east.
Okay, roger. You're ahead of me.
Roger, will lead out.
Yeah, go ahead and reference steer 4. We'll rejoin over steer 4. Let's look for Angels 20.
Party still visual.
Yep, close trail.
Chalice, 1, Gamble, 1, 1. Request vector to threat. Gamble, 1, Chalice, 1, nearest threat, Bullseye, 0, 3, 5, 5, 2, 16,000. Gold, hostile, Brent, MiG-31, Singleton. Chalice, 1, Hawkeye, 1, 1. Group, Bullseye, 0, 6, 0, 1, 4, 18,000.
Go
Declare.
past on your right.
Hawkeye. 1-1, Chalice. 1, contact confirmed hostile. ID to Su-25.
3, confirm you're on uniform 6.
Negative, I'm still uniform 7.
Switch to uniform 6. Okay, contacts. You're passing Parrot.
Affirm.
Visual, I'm to your left. 9 o'clock, 9 miles. Level, co-out.
3 is visual.
Alright, reference steer 3. Hawkeye Gamble, we're passing Parrot, referencing Seichon, and then we're out of the airspace.
Roger that, Gamble. Hawkeye is lagging behind you, covering your retreat.
Chalice, 1, Hawkeye, 1-1. Request vector to threat. Hawkeye.
That was a juicy target, man, on the southwest side of the reactor there.
5, 9, 6,000. Hot. Hostile, Brent, MiG-31.
Yeah, it was very good for 105s.
There was like 10 launchers in the open.
Yeah, it was great.
What do you think of the IFF-3?
Incredibly SA enhancing.
31090.
Negative contact.
Continue to flow.